everyone, I'm Jacqueline,
And I'm Marcella.
and we are here to talk about episode 3 of Kenobi. There is going to be spoilers because we are making this because we need to talk about all of the spoilers. If you
Yeah,
have
so if
not
you haven't watched it, you don't want to watch this yet. This is not an episode, not a show you want to be spoiled on. It's definitely not the episode you want to be spoiled on. So
no,
definitely go watch it if you haven't. Oh my gosh, this is definitely my favorite of the three episodes that we've seen so far. I think it's just
yeah,
going to keep getting better and better because it has gotten better and better every episode. I am just so blown away. Like, I feel like I had pretty high expectations for this show because it's been a long time coming and we've been waiting a while for this, and I am just so happy right now.
I'm also like I am still shaking right now. Like I feel like I am on like an adrenaline rush, and I feel very much like I feel like this is what I've been wanting from Disney Plus. Like this is what I have been wanting for so long. Not to say that we have like obviously we've enjoyed everything Star Wars. We love Star Wars. But this in particular is very special. And like Hayden Christensen said that he would do a Vader TV show, and I really hope he does because now that I've seen, like, I want more. Like,
Yes.
I want more. I am just like I'm not ready to let go of this another 3 episodes. I want more. Like, I'm so sad this is limited series, but
Yeah, it's gonna be really, really sad when this show is over.
yeah, but I'm actually excited to like rewatch it in full.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
This episode in particular, I think it's we're starting off right after that second episode. Obi-Wan is aware that Anakin is alive, and he's aware that he is Vader, and he is on the dark side. Like he's aware, and he's feeling him in the Force, and just the full like. I really loved the sequence of it going back and forth between like Vader getting his suit on and like seeing that again. And you know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of like that quote from I think it's in Return of the Jedi, but he's like he's more machine than man.
Hmm.
And I feel like there was like a direct like parallel of like he's more machine than man. Like we are seeing him have the arms, the legs, the helm, the suit, and then we're also getting
Everything, yeah.
and then we're also hearing the human and the man that he was, and we're hearing Obi-Wan sort through all of these memories of Anakin, his brother. That was his brother. That was his best friend.
Oh my
My
gosh.
brother
And
Anakin.
Obi-Wan seeing Anakin too, where he was like hallucinating him and saw him when he was with Leia and like when they were walking, and it's just, oh my gosh, it's so painful, so painful.
I couldn't believe that we kind of got a glimpse. We did get a we did. We saw Hayden Christian. That was Anakin. That was Anakin. That was Anakin right there. That was Anakin. And that's how Obi-Wan remembers him. He doesn't remember he didn't this is the first time he's faced him with the suit. And this is the first time he's seeing
Oh
him
yeah, he just found
as
out last
Darth
episode that
Vader.
he's even alive.
And that's what I mean. This is his first time seeing him as Darth Vader and seeing the suit and seeing the pain and what he's become. And he says that to him. That's the first thing he says to him. What have you become? And I am what you made me. And
That line.
I think there's so much to unpack with that line because I am what you made me. Obi-Wan, he raised Anakin from when he was like 9 years old as little Padawan. As a kid, he raised him, and I am what you made me from that fight on Mustafar when they were there, and he lost his arms, he lost his legs, he was burnt to a crisp, left alone there to be picked up from the Emperor. And I am what you
Literally.
made me. I think that there's so much in that. Like I am what you made me as also the Jedi Council and how much the betrayal from the Jedi have hurt Anakin as well. So he's also carrying that. Like there's just so much betrayal and pain and anger and fear. Let me tell you, it's been a while, probably since Rogue One, where I felt genuine fear with Darth Vader, and I love Darth Vader. He like
Oh
I love
yeah, for sure.
like I've read like if you've never read like the Vader comics, those are so good, and there's a lot to unpack in those as well. Those are really good. But it's just like I love him. And so it's been a while since I've been afraid of him. Like I was genuinely watching that like terrified. And I think there's a lot to say about that because we know they don't die. We know there's a whole other trilogy. We know they're going to be fine.
Yeah, that's how you know they did such an amazing job with that because we know watching this that Obi-Wan's not gonna die and Vader's not gonna die.
Yeah,
It's
but you're
not gonna
still
happen.
terrified.
So to make us feel fear anyway,
Hmm.
that's like really great that they were able to do that and that we can still feel that from Vader. I'm shocked. I did not expect that much of him. I didn't even think he was gonna be that much in this episode. Like
I thought it was just
his
going to be
entrance
beginning.
and oh my gosh, he's scary.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. He's scared, and I could see why. When Ewan McGregor, like, if you watch like interviews, he said that when he saw Darth Vader, when he saw Hayden Christensen like in the suit coming at him, he was like, that was genuine fear. Like he said, he's never
Yeah.
like. Because I was watching interviews of them from Star Wars Celebration, and he said he was like, I felt he said he's like I felt like I was like 7 years old. Like that was like seeing him come at me because he had never.
Especially how he was just killing random people, like children snapping their necks, and it's like we haven't seen that brutality with Vader since Revenge of the Sith.
I mean, we saw it in Rogue One, so we saw that. That's like the
Yes, but I
brutal.
mean more like with children.
Yeah, with children. I know. I know.
Hmm.
I feel like he was doing that to lure Obi-Wan out. Kind of like, look, I'm gonna kill a bunch of children. You're not gonna come out and stop me, because he knew he was there, and he
But see,
was
now
just.
my question is the whole point of hiding Luke and Leia
Mhm.
is so that Vader can't sense their presence.
Yeah.
Why didn't Vader sense Leia?
I'm assuming he was so focused on Obi-Wan, he didn't know. He doesn't know. He doesn't know he has kids. He does not
No,
find
but
out.
shouldn't he sense something?
Shouldn't he send something else in the Force? I think that Leia, she's so little. I don't think she has that yet. I don't think that she has. Like, I mean, we know she does have the Force and she is sensitive, but I don't think that she is like has shown signs of it yet clearly. So I think that she was still able to be like hidden. If he knew, I think it was also to keep them from turning to the dark side, because if you have somebody like Darth Vader, he wants to destroy everything from Anakin.
Hmm.
He is full of hate, and I will listen. Listen, Luke Skywalker was who turned him back to the light. So I feel like if he knew Leia was there, his daughter, I don't think he would have killed her. I think he probably would have taken her, and he would have wanted her to join the dark side. I think that's what would have ended up happening. I think he would have brought her to the Emperor and wanted her to grow into the dark side, which is what we see in Return of the Jedi. And now he wants Luke to turn and train and all of that.
Yeah.
So I think it's also a piece of that as well, like, keeping her away from the dark side and letting her grow up normal and not corrupted, because there is also a chance that, yeah, maybe he would hurt her because he's so overcome. I mean, listen, I
Yeah.
read a lot of fan fiction, and that never happens in my fan fiction. In the fan fiction world, that
It's
doesn't happen. In the fan fiction world, what ends up happening is Padme is secretly alive, and they end up having like some surgery on Darth Vader, and Anakin comes back, and
oh
then
my god.
like I read the happy stuff, but you watched that interview with Hayden when he was with that little kid who was Vader, and he said it's like hide and seek. This was literal hide and seek.
Yeah.
Like he was really hiding from him, and it was Vader seeking him, and it really felt like Anakin, though. Like there was such a presence to it, and such a pain, and such.
Oh my
And
gosh, he wanted Obi-Wan to feel what he felt. That when it was like the whole fire and What did he say? It was like your pain's just begun or something like that, or your suffering's just begun.
He wanted to torture him.
Yeah.
He wanted to torture him,
He
and
wanted to get revenge.
exactly. And I mean, who could blame him? Like,
Yeah.
um, but no, I mean, revenge is also the
He was
Sith way.
going to leave him there to burn, just like he left Anakin.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he had the opportunity right then and there. Like, we saw him with the war. He just had to flick his wrist and his neck would have snapped off and it would have been done.
No,
But
he
he's
wanted
not.
him to suffer.
He wanted him to suffer. And I think having the fire there just made it that much more like I had like this like feeling in my stomach watching that. And um the fire, like I couldn't get over like the symbolism of it and all of the amazing shots of Vader's mask against the flame. Like I was freaking out about the cinematography of that. Like the cinematography of that, it was gorgeous. I mean,
Yeah.
terrifying. But like it was just so beautifully filmed. Like the filming of it, even the whole thing being at night, the choreography of it being at night.
Hmm.
And first of all, I didn't expect him to ignite his lightsaber. Like I didn't realize he was like standing right there.
The
So
lightsabers were so bright because it was so dark.
yeah, but even like seeing them clash together, like the colors of like the blue and the red, and also I really love that they saved Obi-Wan lighting his lightsaber until he saw Vader. Like, he could have easily lit it up when he was with the stormtroopers and just killed them all with the force and all that, but he didn't. He used the blaster because he wanted, like, he was saving that almost, it felt like. They were saving that, him igniting the lightsaber for when Vader was there, and it just made it so much more powerful because then it felt like,
Oh
oh my god,
yeah.
where this is Star Wars. Like this is Star Wars. Like this is like what this is everything you love in Star Wars. And I mean, we could go deeper and talk more about the fire. And fire is symbolic in itself. Fire is rebirth. Fire is destruction. Like you need fire to live. So there's just a lot of symbolism inside of what the fire in general represents to Anakin and Obi-Wan. Always found it very, like, I always found it so cool that he, like, so cool, but like so awful as well, but very cool that it was fire that was the rebirth of Darth Vader, because fire is destructive, but it is also life, and there was that life in of him transitioning into Darth Vader. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just to bring that back and have like a callback to that. And I mean, oh my god, we didn't even talk about how James Earl Jones's voice is in it. Like I didn't expect to hear him.
I didn't know that going into this. I don't know if that was like common
I think that was
information.
a secret. I feel like that was under wraps.
Yeah. Oh, that's so awesome.
Very awesome. I mean, I thought it was I recognized it, but I was like, wait. I
Hmm.
was like, what? Because like it, his voice is so distinct
Yeah.
and so famous, and so I love that they brought him in for it. It just, and just to see him like even when he was just like walking, like I had chills of just him walking.
His
I like,
whole presence, it was just like overwhelming.
yeah, very overwhelming.
Aside from Vader and Obi-Wan, because I feel like that's what we basically talked about this whole time, because oh my gosh.
I mean, there's so
Um,
much.
I really love the dynamic between Obi-Wan and Leia in this
Oh
one.
yeah. Hmm.
I think my favorite scene was when she realized that he knew her mother,
Hmm.
and it was just so, oh, it's just so heartbreaking when he was like, "Oh, we all miss her." And like he's making it seem like it was just the story made up, but really he was telling the truth because he's talking about Padme.
And she knew that. Leia caught on to that. She knew that.
Hmm.
And she knew that, and she said that to him. And like, you knew my mother. And then just to dig a little deeper into the wound, she starts talking about how she would imagine what her father is like.
And no, she asked Obi-Wan if he was her father. That was just,
Yeah.
oh.
Like, no, that should have been your uncle, honestly. Like,
Hmm.
it makes me like so like angry that like why? Like it's just so tragic and it's so devastating. His life, like what happened because they were brothers and like the bond that they had, and I just know that if Obi-Wan knew about like the marriage and knew how much Anakin was struggling, I think he would have really been there for him.
Hmm.
And it really hurts my heart every single time. Like I always like I can't. It's just it's a lot of feelings and having having getting to see that again on screen. It's a lot.
Yeah.
And I mean, Leia is just like Anakin. Like that little girl is so much like him. And with like the droids in this episode.
Hmm.
And I loved that Obi-Wan fixed Lola for her. I thought that was really, really nice.
Yeah.
Um, and I love the Padme mentions as well because I feel like Padme is so underrated. We loved her. Like she was great, and she's just like Leia as well. Like she is the perfect combination.
Literally, they did an amazing job with her.
Yeah. What do you think is gonna happen to her?
I don't know, that ending was really, really bad. I think that, I don't know, because she started to run the other way, right? I mean, I don't think she's going to get very far. She's definitely going to be taken.
So do you think she's gonna see Vader? I don't know if they could do
I
that.
don't think they could do that, because how is he not going to know who she is?
Well, in A New Hope, he doesn't know it's her either.
Right, so he's not going to, he can't know that it's her in this.
It's like it's very interesting watching something like this because I
Because
feel like
there's some things we know it can't
you
happen.
know, like I feel like it's so like honestly, like I if it must be very interesting if you're watching Star Wars in chronological order and you have no idea what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You would probably have such a different experience watching this. You would be like, "Oh my god, is he gonna find out that's his daughter?" like, is
Yeah.
you'd be also terrified about, "Oh my god, is he gonna kill Obi-Wan? Is Obi-Wan?" Like it's just very interesting watching something like this, having the knowledge of the original trilogy and having seen them so many
Yeah,
times.
that's so
Where
true.
like it's yeah, I don't know, and I mean I was also freaking out because like Leia was literally right there, and Anakin, her father that she was talking about, was right out there. It was like that's wild to me. Like they were
So
so
wild.
close. Like that was wild to me as well.
Oh my gosh. I can't wait for the edits and like the videos of this to come out. They're probably already out.
I can't wait. I'm pretty sure Hayden Christensen's gonna be in Ahsoka as well, and that's gonna also be really like emotional. Like,
Hmm.
but seeing him with Obi-Wan, it's just this is amazing. This is like thank you Disney Plus for this. Like thank you. This is so
We
kind of Disney Plus.
really that was a crazy episode. Those are our thoughts. Let us know what you thought down below and what you think is going to happen, all your predictions, and we are so excited to watch the next episode.
Yes, thank you for
Thanks
watching.
for watching.
Bye.
Bye.